Don't go chasing waterfalls. I don't own the rights to that music.
Oh my god. Alright, bitch. How was your week?
You want the real answer, the politically correct answer?
I don't give a shit.
Easter was great.
Yes.
Best Easter I've ever had in a long, like, ever. Forever.
It was great for me too until I woke up this morning.
That's self-inflicted. I don't feel bad for you.
It was worth it.
How are them shots treating that dome of yours?
I woke up and I could hear colors and see sounds. Okay?
You're welcome. But yeah, no, it wasn't bad. Glad that, work dragged ass.
Dude.
It was the longest fucking week ever.
It was a very long week. I barely made it.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Fun fact. Want to trade in my husband for a new model.
Same.
He was super sassy this morning and I was over it.
Cole woke up choosing violence. It's a miracle I'm not in jail and he's alive. He woke up being a straight dick.
I think both of our husbands.
I got a funny story for you when we're done. I don't think I can put that on recording.
Oh, why not?
Okay. So I was out drunk as fuck. Told Cole, I said, I'm finishing this drink and then I'm gonna come home. This motherfucker texts me and says, can you bring home Taco Bell? I go, oh, well, no. There's leftovers in the fridge. We just had Easter dinner, dude. No.
Him and fucking Taco Bell, bro.
Dude, he literally texts me back and he says some shit about, I've been deprived from my favorite takeout. And I was like, all right, bitch. I'll get you Taco Bell, but am I guaranteed dick when I get home? He texted me back. He said, you better hurry. I said, bitch, I can drink fast. And then Jessica takes my phone and he sent me his order. And I mean, if you've ever been to Cole to talk about, bitch, you would know. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But it's this huge fucking order. She takes my phone and she sends him an audio message. And it's her. And he said it this morning. He saved it to his phone. He thought it was fucking hilarious. It's her going, that better be a whole lot of dick.
Fucking Jessica.
It was great.
That's awesome.
Sorry if that offends you talking about dick.
Yeah. This is an 18 and over podcast. I think we're okay.
My mama listens. I don't know if my daddy does, but I got 4 motherfucking kids, so.
They know you.
I know they know how that happens. Fuck.
Keep your legs out there.
Listen, I was embarrassing the shit out of Jake, too. It's
Why?
like an older brother, so, we're talking about dick. And Jessica said something, it was sexual or something, I don't know. But anyway, I go, it was about positions, and I go, no, that's not the best. The best is, using your fucking, I said, I want to know how it feels to have my braids used as handlebars. That was interesting. You should have seen Jake's fucking face.
I'm done with you today.
Bitch, my husband told me not to take them out yesterday and have you redo it because he liked it. What do you think he meant?
I wasn't paying attention. 10 out of 10. Don't recommend.
I don't know if we can use this.
I'm leaving it. The fuck you mean? This is getting posted.
Oh my god. My boss watches the shit too.
I don't give a shit.
My bad.
They are grown ass individuals learning to navigate technical terms. Then so be it.
Oh fuck. Alright. No more talking about dick. I'm sorry. I don't know why I say it like that, but I love it.
It's off of that meme or whatever, off from that movie.
Yes.
You gonna take this dick.
Sorry.
Spit on that thing. I'm done. I
All right.
promise. All
No
right.
more, no more dick talk. I promise. All right, now,
Are we getting serious?
yes, let's jump into our episode here before we get real fucking weird.
That's our day-to-day life.
Yes.
I stand for it.
I was like, what are you doing?
I had to turn it off. All I heard was reverb.
I think mine's off. Hello.
Perfect.
Hello. Oh, hello. Okay, now it's off.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I didn't do it in the mic this time, though.
You did?
I said I didn't.
Oh, I'm proud of you. I didn't even hear it.
Bitch last week. God.
I didn't hear it.
Good.
So I'm not worried with it. Continue.
Okay. So, welcome to our second mini episode of Blood Beneath the Moss. We are your hosts, Abby.
And Sammy.
These mini episodes will include information on cases that there isn't much evidence on. These people still need to get their light in the forefront. We want the names out there because someone knows something. Everyone deserves peace, especially in ways that most people couldn't fathom in these circumstances. So we are going to get started on this mini with the victims Randy Leach and Latrice Nicole Miller. Yeah, go turn that off while I start us out. Randy Leach was a senior at Linwood High School in 1988. He was athletic, handsome, according to many girls in interviews, and all around seemed to be well liked. Randy left his house at 6:30 p.m. on April 15th, 1988, to attend a friend's pre-graduation party in a rural area about 5 miles from his house. Before getting to the party, Randy reportedly stopped at Stout's convenience store, where he purchased candy, some soft drinks, and gas. Witnesses at Stout's said he was seen talking to some friends. Then from what I've read, it appears he drove to DeSoto to check on a car he was restoring. Randy was first seen at the bonfire party sometime between 9:30 and 10 p.m. That night, Randy was driving his mother's gray four-door 1985 Dodge sedan with Kansas license plate LVJ8721. And it's believed he had anywhere from $50 to $60 on him.
That's a lot of money for back then.
That's what I thought, especially a 17-year-old kid driving his mama's car.
That's quite a bit of money.
Yeah. Fuck, for a 17-year-old kid now, that's quite a bit of money now, even.
No, they...
Yeah, it is, because they don't ever have no money.
Well, they are broke little best friends.
That's right. I know all about them. Fuckers.
That's my broke little best friend.
My daughter likes to tell me when I say, no, I don't have the cash. You have plastic, mommy. Fucking... That's my kid.
That is your kid.
Nothing? Anyway... There was somewhere between 75 to 150 guests at the party at any given time this night. It said there was considerable drug and alcohol usage, mostly by the teenage guests. So I would assume by that there was adult guests, maybe, I wouldn't say supervising, but making sure shit didn't get, completely out of control.
I doubt that. I was probably like college guys and...
Well, I mean, technically adults. They're adults, but yeah.
I wouldn't say adult, not like us real adults.
Yeah, I'm a real adult.
I'm a pretend a real adult.
There you go. That's more accurate. Several party goers said that Randy seemed drunk, at least that he was acting drunk. But Randy's close friends said they didn't know for sure if he was actually drinking. And one of his friends reportedly said that Randy said he felt off, but didn't know what was wrong, which... to me, personally, makes me think he wasn't drinking. Because if you're drinking and you start to feel, you're intoxicated. So by that, I would think he wasn't drinking. Because...
Or like babysitting, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Kind of just sipping on probably one or two the whole time he was there, maybe.
He was drinking. He wasn't drinking.
Yeah. I was drinking last night.
You were too big, Lucy.
Bitch. So, I mean, even underage, he would have known that he was getting drunk enough to make him not feel good. So, I'm not sure that he was intoxicated.
I'm pretty sure he was just, like, feeling it, and he wasn't feeling it.
that sounds a lot more accurate for me. With all the people that were interviewed, it's unclear what time Randy may have left the party. It's believed somewhere between 1:30 a.m. and 2:15.
That's a 45-minute gap.
Well, so and I mean, it's again, drunk teenagers, intoxicated, buzzed, whatever. Different levels of their intoxication. Some said they saw him as early as I say early, but well, it is early. As early as 1:30 or as late as 2:15. They had too many contradicting things there. They couldn't pick, a definitive time. Randy never returned home. He was never heard from again, and the car he was driving was also never recovered.
How do you lose a whole ass car?
Dude, they drained lakes and several different, not lakes, but like
Quarries and stuff?
Yeah, they drained several different things. They searched all kinds of, and I mean, I still don't understand that. That to me makes no sense. How a whole ass fucking car just disappears.
Well, that's kind of like the Life of Adventures or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The scuba divers that
Yep.
go. Maybe he's in a
Yeah.
river somewhere.
That's true. Very true.
Hell, not.
Excuse me? I did it away from the microphone.
It's always on camera. He be doing some shit like that.
I do some dumb shit like this too. I don't care. I shouldn't do that though, because you can see my neck rolls.
I got him too. I ain't worried with it. My husband loved me. That's all that matters.
That's true.
If his vehicle was never recovered, did they consider looking around like rivers and stuff like that?
From what I understand, they have. I know that we'll talk about it some, but the family did not feel the sheriff's department investigated thoroughly at all. Just a couple of years ago, even the family asked 2 retired detectives to come in who have helped solve other cold cases.
Mm-hmm.
And the sheriff's department in charge of the case refuses to share any information, even let them look at the case files, anything, because yes, it's a cold case, but it's still an active cold case.
I'm so sick of hearing that.
The number of times we have heard that doing these things pisses me off. You have other detectives, private investigators, whatever, that are willing to do the work where you're clearly understaffed in some cases. I mean, some of them I don't think is that at all. Some of them it's corruption. But in this case, I really feel like they're not staffed enough from what I've read that they just can't handle it. And why not allow someone else to do? I mean, we're talking 2 decorated retired detectives that could potentially solve this case. Why not let them have the chance?
Yeah, that's what I'm not understanding.
So, Randy's curfew was 12:30 a.m. and his parents say he had been honoring that so well, they slept through the night assuming that it would be like any other night. They woke up around 6 a.m. and realized that Randy had not returned home. His parents' first fear was that Randy could have been in a car accident, so they called one of his friends who said she had not heard from him since he left the party. At this point, Randy's parents contacted police and investigators went to the site of the party Randy had attended. But they didn't immediately. They waited several hours. Like, everything had been cleaned up. You couldn't even tell a wild group of teenagers had a party in this motherfucking field. Like, cleaned up. Which, again, weird
That's
as shit.
odd.
I don't like it. But,
I can honestly say, wild group of teenagers. We was some wild.
yes, the fuck
Wild.
we were.
I was.
We was dying in fields and
And that was before you had
Smoking.
GPS locations.
smoking the green stuff, thinking when we was hot shit, riding around town doing dumb shit.
You was smoking the devil's lettuce.
You bet your ass I was. I still he's shaking his fucking head at me.
Who was? Connor? Carry your ass somewhere else. You ain't got no business up in here.
Oh my god.
What?
That was perfect.
Can you play outside?
Pee.
Pee outside?
Yeah.
As long as Harley don't see you pee outside.
Okay.
Okay. Go on the other side of the shop. Okay.
You wasn't kidding. Off the wall Shit.
I tried to tell you, my son off the wall.
So she though, it's all right.
Sorry about that, yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious to me. So they go out to the site. They say it had all been cleaned up and there was no evidence to be found. Authorities do not believe he left of his own volition, though. He left behind that 1966 Mustang he was working extremely hard to restore. The car he had went to check on before he went to the party.
Yeah.
His friends and family, a lot of his close friends were interviewed and talked to by detectives, and they all say that he never once mentioned wanting to just up and leave. Like, that was never something he talked about.
Yeah.
He wasn't sure what he was going to do after high school. He was considering a trade school, but just up, leaving his family and everything behind was nothing he'd ever talked about. Like, it shocked everybody, and immediately no one believed he would have just taken off. Which I thought was crazy, too. Rumors circulated that, this is fucking crazy, that Randy had been abducted and killed by a satanic cult that was active in the Linwood area.
Look, satanic panic was a real thing.
Girl, just
then.
wait. It's just so, whatever. And I did some research when it mentioned it. Like, in 1988, there was not one, but two active satanic cults in the Linwood area in Kentucky. Is this Kentucky or Kansas?
Huh? I didn't research this. You did.
If I said the wrong state, I'm sorry.
Why didn't you say that in the beginning? You know, this is all you. DeSoto.
It's Kansas. Kansas license. I was right. It's Kansas. Sorry.
I'm done.
She's done with me. So, later in 1988, a man went to the police and told them that Randy had in fact been kidnapped by the cult and that he was held in a cave for 2 weeks and that he personally had seen a corpse in that cave that could have possibly been Randy.
I'm sorry, but have you ever been to Kansas?
It's flat.
There ain't no fucking cave.
That's my motherfucking husband's ass. It's the state of Kansas. You can see flat across that motherfucker. And he
Stanley.
is going to hate me for that. But it's, Flat Stanley. Just straight down. Nothing to it. I love him to death, but flat. Sorry, distracted. Anyway.
You're not allowed to drink the night before we gotta record.
Back to the cave and the cult. Oh my god. Okay, so this man reportedly said he had been held in the cave for 2 weeks. I can't even look at you right now. And that he personally had seen a corpse in that cave that could have possibly been... Stop it. Police searched the cave, but they said they saw no evidence or indication that any crime had taken place there whatsoever. Yeah, there's a lot of reverb, so sorry. And I'm talking really loud. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
But no evidence, no indication, nothing that anything had taken place there or that a body had ever been there. Like, there's just no signs of anything at all other than a random fucking cave. Obviously, it's dirty and gross, but it's not... There was no signs that people had been in it. No signs of blood, nothing. So they believe this man had hallucinated the incident and experienced while under the influence of illicit drugs. He had a very long rap sheet with drugs, so it's very likely that that's all it was. He had heard a rumor, probably, the rumor that circulated, and then, he sits there and gets high as shit and trips out and just sees some weird shit in his head. She's over here using ChatGPT, her best friend.
I didn't think that they had that many caves. It says Kansas is estimated to have 5,000 to 75,000 caves. The exact number isn't known because many are small and in their own private land.
All right.
I never thought there would be a cave.
I didn't either. It's flat. Cold.
We got caves in Louisiana. I guess anyway.
Oh, God. 3 men were arrested in early 1993 on suspicion of Randy's kidnapping and murder, but they were released without any charges just a few days later, and authorities admitted publicly that they had been mistaken about these men's involvement in Randy's case. So in other words, they fucked up, jumped the gun, arrested 3 men, and were probably threatened to be sued for defamation or all kinds of different shit. So they had to publicly apologize to these men.
That's shitty police work.
Absolutely. I think this whole case was shitty police work, personally. An acquaintance of Randy was one of the last people to have seen him alive. Found a severed foot on the banks of the Kansas River in 1989. It was later proven the foot was not, in fact, Randy's, but it was still really suspicious. Like,
I don't like feet.
this was someone that knew Randy closely, that they had already interviewed, after the party. So, I mean, obviously, it sounds suspicious.
Yeah.
Very suspicious. Suspicious. Sorry. Unfortunately, in 2001, Randy's family did have him declared legally dead. I mean, at this point,
It's been that long.
yeah. he went missing in 88. It's 2001. That's 13 years. Yeah, 13 years at that point. All hope of answers were long gone. That was until September of 2024, but it was a very short-lived hope. In September of 2024, Randy's mother, Alberta, 2 of her friends, and 2 retired detectives completed an interview with Channel 41 KSHB News. Alberta said her and her late husband were very critical of the police investigation from day one. Alberta said she had begged the sheriff's department for a cold case squad and was always met with resistance, and the sheriff always responding kind of along the same lines of, we'll get somebody around here. And she would respond with, it's been 35 years. It's time to get new eyes on it. Alberta found those new eyes for the case. Retired detective
Rockseck.
Rockseck and retired detective Langer. But they were getting nowhere with the sheriff's department. Between the 2 of these retired detectives, they have a combined 30 years experience in investigations and solving cold cases. Langer was even part of a group of retired and current law enforcement who recently helped solve the Westwood Applegate Market grocery store homicide.
Applegate, it says Westwood Apple Market grocery store homicide.
My brain's still My brain is still running on Southern Comfort. Sorry.
When are you gonna realize we too old and we can't rooster like we used to?
I got 4 motherfucking kids. If I can rooster every once in a while, I'm gonna fucking rooster.
Not me. I'm going to bed.
Listen, I got a second win. That's the only reason I did it. Anyway, this cold case had been unsolved since 2003. So, I mean, it was 20 years. This case was solved sometime in 2023. 20 years this case was cold, and one of these detectives that wants to help Randy's family was a key part in solving that case. Why not let him? Langer said most police and sheriff's departments are open to other law enforcement agencies coming in and helping. That is not how Randy's case is going. The wall around Randy's case is as impenetrable now as it was back in 1988. Alberta and the detectives said that the sheriff's department refuses to let the detectives even look at the file. And since they still have Randy's case classified as open, they won't even release the file to Alberta so she could share it with the men willing to actively look for answers for her and her son Randy.
I'm sorry, but that's my kid. You either gonna let it go or I'm gonna take it.
Oh, well, see, in 2017, the Leach family sued Leavenworth County to have Randy's case file released. But about right under a year later, a judge denied the suit. The retired detectives met with the sheriff in 2024 and he denied them access to the file. About 1 month later, the sheriff contacted us and basically said they were not going to provide us with the file and they wouldn't even let us come in and take a look at the case file, but that we are free to investigate with what we could, said Langer. That's it. I mean, that's messed up to me. This coming April will mark 38 years since Randy Leach disappeared. If you have any evidence or anything that could lead to answers for Randy's family, we highly encourage you to reach out to the Leavenworth County Sheriff's Department or Randy's family personally.
I would reach out to Randy's family personally.
I feel like that too. If they've got 2 detectives working with them trying to solve this, I think reaching out to his family is a better option than the sheriff's department itself. Because what's the sheriff's department going to do when these detectives come in and say, okay, well, I have this evidence that was given to me. If you want it, I want to see what you have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I would do it. I'm a petty bitch.
You done pissed off a petty bitch. A petty bitch. I don't own rights to that music.
She don't own rights to no music. Sure.
Don't go chasing waterfalls. Girl, that earworm is for real today. I was jamming out earlier.
I didn't do my normal driving to your house, music up real loud, jamming, like getting myself. No, my head still hurts so fucking bad. Harley kept going, turn it up, Mom. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
Not today.
Absolutely not. Now, when we go home, different story. I think I can do that, Heffa. I think I can do that.
Touche. Because when you leave, bitch taking a nap.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now,
Next.
to talk about Latrice Nicole Miller. She is from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Her case is 36 years old. Her body was found by a 10-year-old walking to his friend's house on October 28th of 1990. She was found at the corner of 91st Street and 9200 South Mingo Road in Hakey Creek.
Hikey.
Hakey.
It's hikey.
Hakey.
If the A becomes before the I, it's high.
Google it.
All right, bitch.
Go ahead.
Grammatically, if the A comes before the I, it's high.
I got your high. Anyway, she was only 15 years old at the time of her murder. She was killed by a single gunshot wound to her head. Like, when they were explaining it, it was like up here towards... So, for those who are listening and not watching, in between her eyes, you go up probably about a 50-cent piece up here, and it was aimed down. Like, it wasn't like a straight shot. It was kind of like it had an angle. So, he was kind of like pointing the gun down, I would guess, and I would assume.
Yeah, that either he was taller or the way he was holding it, you know.
Yeah.
Which, don't get me started on that.
We do know that, we do know to Latrice's case that there were only 2 cars seen at the creek that night where her body was reported to the police. According to the coroner, she was not in the creek for a long time, had not made it past the 24-hour mark when she was found. Both of these cars were 70s models. One was an Oldsmobile and the other one was a Camaro. According to the witnesses of the area, that's the people who were in passing. That's the people who actually live around that corner house where you, because like when you look at it and you see like the geographical area of it, it's a 4-way.
Okay.
And then there's like it's almost like a canal. I wouldn't even call it a creek. But they have it paved like an irrigation canal. Okay. That's kind of what it looks like. I wouldn't call it a creek because it's not even ankle deep.
Okay.
Latrice was the oldest of 3 kiddos, so she helped her mom out a lot with the younger siblings. It was noted that Latrice's boyfriend at the time was known to run off and go hang out. She had a boyfriend, so she was noted to like run off and go hang out with her little boyfriend. But she always stayed in contact with her family to let them know that she was safe. Like, if she got to her boyfriend's house, she would call and be like, hey, Mom, I made it. Or if she was with friends, she would call and be like, hey, Mom, I made it. She was always, like, she had a good relationship with her.
Yeah.
Yes. This case has literally nothing to go off of. Like, she was dumped like trash. Her case is still under investigation and is open as far as 2018. According to Tulsa Police Department, still to this day, they have several suspects and have few leads, but not enough evidence to convict anyone of the crime. They need the gun of her murderer to basically get any, like, they can't get any ballistics off of it because it was
I mean, I'm
straight
sure
through.
they did ballistic. Oh, no. So it went, okay. So they never even found the bullet, did they?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, they didn't find anything. To this day, Latrice's mother, Shayla Miller, cannot look at her daughter's pictures because of the pain it brings to her. She was her baby, and the pain, even after all these years later, is almost unbearable. Sheila stated in an interview to local news station, "What hurts the most is that she was dumped like a piece of trash. She was a little girl still full of life ahead, and they just threw her away."
Yes.
The Tulsa Police Department even now are searching for leads and hoping that it will come to a connection so they can solve a little girl's tragic murder. I dug for hours and hours looking for information on Latrice Miller, and there really isn't much that released to the public. So if anyone has any information so we can blow this case up and give her the justice she deserves, please call Crime Stoppers or the Tulsa PD. You can even remain anonymous. There is a reward for her case. I don't remember how much it is, but I do remember seeing all of like the reward posters and stuff like that. To the case. If you're going to report it to the Tulsa PD, ask for the lead sheriff, and he will give you everything you need to know.
The lead sheriff?
Yeah. The lead investigator. Sheriff investigator. You're welcome.
That's better. There's one sheriff.
No, there's a bunch of sheriffs in Tulsa.
In each department, maybe?
No. Like, have you ever been to Tulsa?
There should be several sheriff's departments, but then how do they have several? That don't make no sense. I'm from a tiny town. That's probably why I think that doesn't make sense.
So you have sheriff's officers. So you have a lead sheriff. That is the head sheriff.
No. You have sheriff deputies, and then you have the sheriff.
That's an officer.
No! You have a sheriff who was fucking elected for that position. Then you have deputies that are fucking hired.
Yeah, that's an officer. A sheriff's deputy is an officer of the law.
Yeah, but they're not sheriffs. They're just deputies. There's one sheriff, and then there's deputies.
I don't know. Does it look like I'm in fucking law enforcement? No, bitch. I fucking paint airplanes.
She's tired of my shit, and I'm fucking here for it.
I paint fucking airplanes.
I woke up feeling like shit, but I feel a lot better.
Living.
Yeah, and you got that CTE. I can't say the other word because I got yelled at.
Yeah, that's not politically correct, and I don't want to be canceled before we even get started.
I'm not fucking politically correct.
This is why we can't take you anywhere.
Probably.
But anyway, we're just gonna go ahead and skip past that. Thank you for tuning in to our mini episode. It has been a pleasure. I can't stand you. I can't even fucking look at you.
I feel way better now.
Oh, I'm glad. Whole fucking Scooter's Coffee Red Bull thing later.
Yes. Now it's the whole thing.
Now it's the whole thing. Well.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and dealing with my shenanigans and her getting aggravated with me. And I'm okay with it.
It's all out of love.
All right. We will see you guys next week. Thank you.
Thank you.